Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Ooh, you and I.
I think we need to. I think we need to hit that music.
We're clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AEW Network.
Welcome everyone to Fyter Fest After Dark. I'm of course your Canadian hero, your patron saint of professional wrestling, your gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry, and it's late night on the East Coast tonight.
And baby birds, it is the Lord of the Manor. It is the man who is fresher than none other. It is Lord Ryan Rich. I am better than your boyfriend. And this show is brought to you tonight unofficially by Miller Lite. And I am
They don't give us any money.
That's why I said unofficially.
Yes.
But I'm so glad to be with you, this dynamic duo of the patron saint of professional wrestling and the franchise himself, Lord Ryan Rich.
Lord Ryan Rich.
Lord Ryan Rich. On a Fyter Fest.
You got the chops to show it too.
I mean, I'm selling it. I'm selling the gimmick real hard here, okay, guys?
Well, AFW, that was our first slogan, live the gimmick, right?
Live the gimmick. Amen. That's the exact words that were going to come out of my mouth. Canada Dry, like you're living rent free in my head, buddy.
Do you know where I subconsciously got that from? It was an episode of Young Rock.
No way.
Yes, and I didn't realize that, and I was like, oh yeah, that was an episode that was an episode called "Live the Gimmick."
Well, let's all thank our Hawaiian Samoan father, The Rock, for the blessings that you gave to us with that. We appreciate you.
The idea is they were driving this fancy car.
Yeah.
And then they come back to this rundown like hotel room and just it's just like looking all like stylish, and that was the idea, is live the gimmick. We're looking good in appearances, but we're coming down back to like pork and beans.
Oh yeah. If that. Well, Canada Dry, I don't know about you, but I am ready to get into tonight's action. How about you, buddy?
Always. There's a couple things I want to talk about along the way.
Of course. That's what we're here for. It's Dynamite After Dark, baby.
So before we get into the main topic,
let's go.
So they've been like hinting that the world title might not be in that briefcase
for a while.
Like, what if Hangman wins it and it's not in there?
I've kind of been thinking that ever since they put it in the briefcase. I don't know. But that is certainly something to watch for at All In. If he wins.
Or maybe it's just to build it up. Like, it might not be in there and then make it even more special.
It could be. Like, where's the belt then at that point, though? Like, you have to have a good story for that if the belt's not in there.
But like at Christmas when you were a kid, and you're getting the Castle Grayskull, you're getting the giant whatever.
Or the NES.
Yes, the NES, the SNES, whatever. You're getting it.
Well, if you're going to talk Castle Grayskull, it's definitely the NES, my guy, okay? Yeah. That's like saying I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles van.
Yeah.
It's all the same time period.
But what I'm saying is this. It's that you're getting it, but then your parents throw in a little doubt.
A little monkey wrench in your plans.
Yeah, and you're like, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm getting socks? Like,
What is this? What is this Nintendo Entertainment System box full of rocks?
Oh yeah, they throw in the wrench.
The twist.
So, let's look at the comments here.
Let's go. You know what? Hey, Tiffany Lynn, thank you. What's up, Little Red Flags? I just want to say thank you to everyone watching live right now, even though it's a late night. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for spending a little time with everyone. Noob, what's going on, buddy?
So yeah, that's the thing, is that I think that's what it is. I think it's they're putting that little wrench in there, putting a little doubt in there.
I would love to see that. Absolutely.
So I like that.
Yeah. Well, Canada Dry, what else do you have before we get started?
Let's get started on the first match.
All right. Well,
the first segment. Sorry.
Yeah, we got the start of the show here. We get Tony in the ring and Ospreay comes out. We get Mox is the enemy. And then I also, something very funny at the end of this is that Crew, Leo Rush, and Mr. Andretti interrupt, which is going to lead to our next match. But we get Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he's going to talk to Ospreay, and we're going to get to the bottom of this whole Hangman and Swerve idea. Canada Dry, I'm going to let you go ahead and start first.
So this is this trifecta. It was just Hangman and Swerve before. Now we got Hangman, Swerve, Ospreay. Interesting, right?
It really is.
The three-headed dragon.
Like, arguably, your three biggest baby faces right now in AEW.
Your three biggest stars, period.
Okay.
Arguably.
Yeah, arguably, yeah. Hottest, at least, if you want to go that route.
So I was wondering, like, Swerve's not here tonight on the show. Is that on purpose? Or is that he had something to do, he couldn't make it? He had something with prior engagement.
Yeah.
So, but like either way, Swerve was name was being chanted a lot tonight. When you're not even in the building.
Yeah.
Like that's some real popularity right there.
I agree.
I love this. We get the challenge from Ospreay to Swerve next week. Are you kidding me?
Summer blockbuster, baby.
Yeah, like we're getting Will Ospreay too. Now, this is what I think comes out of this.
All right, folks. Insider knowledge. Listen to Canada Dry. He's a bubbly son of a bitch.
I think we get Will Ospreay Swerve 3.
Ooh.
At All In.
Oh. Hot take.
And I'm gonna play the story out for you.
Okay, let's go.
So Will Ospreay wins next week.
Okay.
But,
to tie it up.
Yep, but Swerve wins it All In.
Ooh. And the stories, they just keep
it goes even further. This is my prediction of what's going to play out. Swerve actually helps Hangman win the belt. And Hangman screws him over and makes him regret it. And then Swerve goes on a chase
for the title,
for the world title. Eventually wins it.
Where at?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
he has the title for half the year.
So like World's End, maybe, or like Wrestle Dream.
Hangman has it for half the year.
Yeah.
For half the year, and then Will Ospreay wins it
at Double or Nothing next year.
No, at All In next year.
Oh, look at you
in UK. So we got some serious 50-50 booking going on here with Swerve and Ospreay.
Oh, look at you, Canada Dry.
That's what I thought. I've played it all out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's how the trifecta goes.
you just heard one of the most knowledgeable people in the business lay out an entire storyline for you that reaches until next year. Realize the greatness that you behold.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Always give love to my cohorts. Now, I thought that I really enjoyed the promo and saying that, you know what, maybe it's Dynamite to try to put a Hangman and Swerve together, and in Swerve, if you want to be in the way, I know that Hangman is the one to beat Moxley. So if I have to stop you for the betterment of AEW, then that's what I'm willing to do. And that's why I love this promo, is because he's like, listen, I'll fall on the grenade if that's what it takes in order to wrestle that title back away from Jon Moxley and the Death Riders.
But the key is Swerve. Swerve
is going
to push him to that title.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna get to that later when Hangman has his has his time. But for now, just what he laid out at this point in the show, I thought it was fantastic. And what an awesome way to open your show. And that's actually going to lead into our next little segment, like I said, when Crew, Leo Rush, and Action Andretti interrupts Ospreay at the end. And Leo Rush says, you know what? You say that Jon Moxley is the thing you hate most about AEW. Well, let me tell you, buddy, you're the thing that I hate most about AEW. Canada Dry, what's your thoughts?
I didn't think much of this part, but it got us that match later in the night. So it was a nice little tie-in.
I agree. And it did set up the match for later, but I thought it was cool how Leo Rush used his own words against him, because in my how I feel, you have to make it make sense. And I thought it was like, hey, this dude's got a beef. He's got some pent up rage, and then Ospreay's like, well, buddy, if you got some pent up rage, well, let me help you.
I'm not buying Crew yet. Like I'm not buying them yet, but you got to try and push them.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I will address Crew one other time tonight, according to my notes. So look forward to that. Stay tuned, everyone.
Let's answer this question.
Yeah, let's go.
What were your thoughts on Mariah May jumping ship to WWE? Do you think people should join AEW?
Do you want to take it first? Or you want me to?
I'll let you take it first.
Okay. I will say that as an AEW fan, I'm sad that Mariah May is gone. I really enjoyed her run there. I know JFB, God bless his soul, sleeping in his bed tonight, he would feel the same way. She had a great run. I know it was her dream to go to WWE, so I'm happy for her. But I think that what they've done is they brought in Tekla. And I think that's going to be the counterbalance.
Yeah, I think Tekla, we're going to talk more about her, but I think also you're looking at someone like Cora Jade.
Elena Black.
Yes. Elena Black. You're looking at someone like that is now, I think she's able to sign. I think she's free to sign. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing. I'm loving all, like, when WWE's firing these people. Like, sad, it's like for like R-Truth and everything.
I mean, I was going to say, how could we not mention R-Truth when we're talking about
like
firing?
The possibility of R-Truth
or The Miz.
The Miz, I think The Miz is going to get fired.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if Awesome Truth came to AEW as a tag team to try to rival the Hurt Syndicate.
Okay, let's only deal with people who are actually fired or actually not. Because imagine R-Truth shows up and says, "This is Monday Night Raw." He's like, "Truth," or "Ron, this is Dynamite." Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like, how would you not bring him in to AEW?
I mean, after the backlash that Triple H is getting after this release, I don't know how Tony Khan doesn't immediately pick up the phone to try to capitalize on his
What was that?
what is now like going to be a meteoric rise no matter where he goes.
What was that talk show that Truth had? What was it called? Truth and Consequences, or what was it called?
Yeah, I think so. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, what was he had that show, but I love that little talk show he had. It was only a couple episodes, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
All right. Well, that's going to lead us into our first match.
Yeah. And the possibility of R-Truth with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Everyone's been thinking Cedric Alexander. It turns out to be Ron Killings. All right, so that brings us to our first match of the night. We have the AEW World Champion in a non-title match against Mark Briscoe. Canada Dry, what are your thoughts?
I think that this should have led the show.
Well, it is the first match.
Yes, but I think it should have been start the show.
Okay.
And then you go with the interview. But especially since it was anticlimactic, not as good as last week's start. But yeah, the match itself, like Mark Briscoe was a star. Like he's like your Mick Foley's and your Cactus Jacks and your
Terry Funk.
Your Terry Funks and your
Halo's up.
Yeah. Halo's up for
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. And he's your Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Your Dusty Rhodes. Like all these type of guys. He's like that.
Yep.
But Halo's up on this match. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah. As far as your anticlimactic comments go, my son Connor, he wasn't watching, and then all of a sudden he came down and he saw Bart busted open and Moxley. It was about 4 minutes into the match, and he goes, "Oh, Briscoe's bleeding, huh?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Moxley's not? What's going on?" So
Briscoe did get a little bit of a cut, didn't he?
Yeah, no, well, a little. I mean, he gnawed on it. He rubbed his elbow in it 5 minutes. He got a lot of good color in this match. But I don't think it was anticlimactic. I think that
No, I meant this should have been first. That the opener was anticlimactic.
Oh, okay. I get that. Okay, I can go with that. I can flow with that. But the match itself was fantastic. Just two hard-hitting guys. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get a brawl, and you expect some chicanery because of the world champion. I'm almost surprised, since it was a non-title match, that it didn't find a way for Mark Briscoe to win somehow, whether it be by disqualification or whatever else. But man, what a great match to get to start off your 4-hour-long Fyter Fest. I thought it was a fantastic match.
Yeah, and there was you had the J Driller in there.
First person to kick out in AEW.
Yeah. And what was that move that he only does 8 times in like a year.
Yeah. The cross throat Death Valley driver.
So like he was ready.
Only pulled it out 8 times in his career.
Yeah. So I like that match. It was a good teaser.
Absolutely. I thought it was fun, and I really liked the promo that Mark had going into it, talking about his 5-year-old. Like, Daddy, did you really quit? So for them to end it the way that they did with him passing out again, like, I think you can build on that story, actually, and make it something different.
Yeah, I guess let's move on to the next segment.
All right. Oh, geez. Well, I got my necklace all fucking screwed up here. Yep, I'm gonna feel about weird.
No, noob. You have to endure 5 hours because you gotta go watch us again next week.
You know what? Let me tell you. Like I said, last time I went to Dynamite not that long ago, Collision was taped at the same time. It was a great 4 hours. Like, if you don't want to be at a wrestling event for 4 hours, I don't know what's wrong with you.
4 hours isn't a lot.
I'll go with that. All right, so next up, we got a nice little promo for Grand Slam and Mystico. They had a nice little package that played through. Canada Dry, do you have any thoughts talking about Mystico right now?
Oh, yeah, Mystico. We're talking about.
Well, we're going to talk about him later too. Don't forget about that.
So we're talking about the former WWE wrestler named Sin Cara.
Yes.
He was the original.
For those of you who don't know.
Yeah. So we had a nice little segment for that. What do we got next?
It was good. All right. Coming after that, we have the entrance of one CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Oh well.
I like to think I have a little bit of rhythm here, you know.
Yeah.
That leads us into a commercial break, and as we come back, Mercedes is still flaunting her stuff and getting ready to eat her big ass steak that she had aside from the commentary desk, which I thought was hilarious.
Yes,
when he was supposed to be doing commentary on the match. It was fantastic. Like, that was the biggest steak I think I may have ever seen. Maybe.
Did she eat any of it?
She ate part of it. Well, let's not spoil anything, okay? Let's not spoil anything.
Sorry.
But that leads us into our second match of the evening. We've got the tag team match of Timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa taking on the Blackest Heart, Julia Hart, and her bestie best, Sky Blue. Canada Dry.
Should be called Sky Black.
She should be. But as our good friend Mr. Isaacs would say, wax poetic about this match, my brother.
No, that's a JFBism.
Is it?
Yes.
Did Jeremy steal it from him?
Yeah, he's just quoting JFB.
Well, son of a bitch. I'm sorry. JFB.
Yes.
Wax poetic.
He came up with that. I don't know.
Damn it. So unprofessional. Unprofessional.
Speaking of professional, you should hit the DraftKings link and see if you can become a professional gambler.
That's called a fucking segue, folks.
Yes. See if you can become a professional gambler. Sign up to DraftKings using the link underneath because it supports the show. And
you can win money.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. We were talking about this tag match. Yes.
Yes.
This is a good tag match. I enjoyed it. Everyone kind of got their moves in. Shirakawa, Storm. I think it was a fun match. Now, I didn't catch. Did something happen with that steak?
Yes, after the match.
I'm gonna miss this part.
Okay. Well, as our patriarch said, Canada Dry, this was a fun tag match. I really enjoyed it. Mina and Tony together, they have a lot of chemistry. So it's always fun when you get in the match. And obviously, Julia and Sky Blue have a lot of chemistry. And I really enjoyed how Sky Blue came out at Mina at the very first. And they made a hard-hitting contest right out of the get-go. And for being like the only real women's match on the whole 4-hour forum, I really liked it. Toni Storm's a national treasure.
Yes.
Every time she graces our screen, we're lucky. And you should be happy that you're alive during this time of wrestling in order to see such things.
Yes.
It was just absolutely fantastic. And of course, timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa come away with the win. And I thought it was a great match overall. I give it a halos up.
Yes, it's definitely Halos up. Now, what happened? What's with the steak? What happened with the steak?
So Toni Storm was on commentary, right? Or no, not on commentary. Mercedes was on commentary eating the steak. Well, after the match, Toni Storm comes down with Luther. Mercedes moves away. And Toni Storm just starts, he picks up the steak and just starts ripping bites out of it. So much steak in her mouth, she's just trying to chew it all while she's talking smack to Mercedes Moné. And they even caught a shot of her having to spit some of it out into a napkin because she put too much steak in her mouth. And I thought that was the best part of it all. I was like, got too much meat in her mouth.
I had my friend come over for a
you know what? Lord Ryan Rich actually has his childhood best friend staying with him right now. And he watched this match with me and he was like, that woman's going to choke.
Yeah.
And I was like, choke on what?
that's I gave
Dynamite after dark, baby.
I gave Tiffany a red flag today.
Did she deserve it?
She deleted it, and then I don't even know what she said, but
then how'd you give her a red flag?
Because Haney incriminated her. He's like, shh, LOL.
That's enough.
Yeah, you don't get to delete something and someone say shh, LOL.
Nope, that must be some heinous shit if Haney said LOL on it.
She's like, what did I get it for? And I said, your deleted comment. She goes, oh, LOL. Well, she knows she deserved it.
She knows what she did.
Yeah, I don't know what she did, but she knows.
All right, Canada Dry, let's keep it on moving, buddy. Next, we've got a segment with Lexi Nair and Will Ospreay. And MJF interrupts. Tempers flare, but the Hurt Syndicate appear to make sure nothing goes farther. Yes. Canada Dry, let me know what you think, brother.
Yeah, I like this. So we had a tease of Will Ospreay and Bobby Lashley. I didn't even know I wanted this. He's fixing Will Ospreay's jersey. But the interesting thing is MJF is just kind of tied with everyone. He's just kind of putting his little snooty little points in there here. Just he's kind of like you have Swerve, Ospreay, and Hangman, and then you kind of have this hyena of MJF circling, right? Which is kind of like, it's brilliant because that's what he is. But yeah, I love this segment.
What he's like a lion. MJF, that is a lion with no pride.
Yeah.
And he realized that if he wants to be the top of the jungle, that he has got to align himself. And what he did was align himself with the two baddest mother truckers in AEW right now in the Hurt Syndicate. And he paired himself with MVP, who is a strategic genius.
Yep.
I love everything about this. I thought it was funny because he's like, hey, Will, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, they just surround him and they're around him. So I think it also not only teases Lashley versus Ospreay, but MJF versus Ospreay, which is what I want to see more.
Yeah, because we had that before. Yeah, and they were teasing that a couple weeks ago as well.
Exactly. And I'm wondering if that's the match where if he loses, the Hurt Syndicate are like, you're done. Because we hurt people. And if you can't hurt people, why are you here? So I thought it was a really, really fun little interaction back there. But that does lead in to our next promo, which is an in-ring segment with the Hurt Syndicate. And MVP starts it off. MJF talks about Mystico at length, setting up possibly something at Grand Slam Mexico in 2 weeks. Yeah. And then at the end of this, after MVP says that there's no tag team alive in any era, in any company that could surpass the Hurt Syndicate, well, we get Team Speedball Mike Bailey to come out. Canada Dry. What's your thoughts?
Speedball and Kevin Knight, along with Commander.
Commander.
Yeah, Commander has the microphone. Holy shit!
Spitting truth.
Yes, which was smart because you're trying to build up for this Grand Slam in Mexico, so you got the Mexican guy
absolutely
up front. And I liked it. I like that they set up the tag team match. And there, you got a future tag team match of Kevin Knight and Speedball versus the Hurt Syndicate. You're building them up.
What are they called? Speed Night or Night Speed or what are they called?
I don't know.
They said something during the match. I don't remember.
Night Speed? That sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool.
Speed Night? Either way. But yeah, this sets up the match.
Absolutely. Yeah, I thought it was real fun to have them come out at the end and say, "Hey, you say you've faced all these tag teams. How about us?" And then MVP just straight laughs in their face for a good 30 seconds. And I was like, good, he should. Because there's no way that in our minds that the Hurt Syndicate should even be bothered by Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight.
What I like about this is it leads up perfectly to this match they're doing.
Oh, it does. And so you get the shenanigans afterwards where Team Speedball comes in and just wipes out the Hurt Syndicate, which is the first time we've ever really seen them be vulnerable. So that was kind of interesting as well. So I really loved the entire spot or the entire promo that went into this.
So we get the Commander and Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight.
Yep.
And they are going against LFI. And what I like about this is this ends their little mini feud with LFI.
Mm-hmm.
It ties it all together. Nice little, LFI got some beat-ins there and got some, star power over beating these guys. And now they get their comeuppance. And that's kind of over. And then they earn the right to go against MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I mean that was our third match of the night. It was Team Speedball versus LFI, and it was a great match.
Halo's up for that one, by the way.
I'm sorry.
It's a Halo's up for me on that one.
Halo's up. Yeah, it was a great match, and you saw. I mean, they really hyped it up about how LFI works as a unit, and they had a lot of good spots. And honestly, the spot that Jorlistico did, the crucifix powerbomb off of the ropes, I thought was ridiculously good. So I thought it was a really, really fun match all the way around. Um, Team Speedball comes out on top to further the story. And I think that's who should have won the match. But it was, man, everyone looked good in this match.
Yeah. Speedball, Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight. Those guys are stars.
Stars in the making at the very least.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go moving forward, and we have our promo with Christian Cage and the rest of the family. And in this, he said, Nick Wayne, tonight you're going to defend your ROH television championship. Nick Wayne says, hey, no problem. You did this to me before I left for Japan, and it was no problem. And Christian said, ha, 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 ha. Not so fast, because it's going to be a 4-way match. Canada Dry, let's get your opinion.
Yeah, I think that this was a nice little setup. Simple, to the point. It's this classic interaction between him and what's his name?
Nick Wayne?
Yes, Nick Wayne. These little segments with the family and Nick Wayne and the mama, great. It was up on this one.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It set up the match nice and well, and I just wonder, what is Kip Sabian doing?
Yeah, where is Kip Sabian?
What is he doing that's going to make Christian so proud?
Oh, is this part of this? Is what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
He said Kip Sabian's off doing something that's sure to make him proud. So I was like, oh,
he's one of those creepy fathers that's always playing their sons against each other.
He is the patriarch. But yeah, I thought it was a great promo. It was, like you said, straightforward, set up the match, and a good segue going forward. Mm-hmm. And after this, ladies and gentlemen, it is the wrestler that you love to hate. It is Platinum Max Caster.
We're gonna go live with the best wrestler alive.
He comes out, and he is like the 5-minute challenge is back. Canada Dry, let the folks out there in AFW, let them know who he faced and what happened in this match, because I couldn't even watch it. Powerhouse.
Powerhouse Hobbs comes down and just mollywops his ass in under a minute. I love these little segments. They're so entertaining. Everyone just wants to see him get what's coming to him. But they're also cheering for him in a way too, because
there was a strange pop.
Yeah.
Like, I almost thought for a second, I was like, are they going to have to turn Max babyface now? Like,
come on, stand with me. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive.
And they actually chanted it for a good 25 seconds.
It's a great gimmick.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
If
I
you're
really
even
enjoy it.
losing, it's still like you want it. You almost want him to.
Like I always say, Canada Dry, you have to think about, if you're getting TV time,
yeah,
that means something.
Yeah,
that means something, especially in the sport of wrestling. If you're getting prime time, dynamite time, even on a 4-hour show, you're doing something right.
Okay, so hot take. Max Caster is hotter right now than Anthony Bowens.
Ooh.
Right? Because
we'll talk about Anthony Bowens later tonight.
Yeah, because he's getting that hot TV time.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's almost like he's getting his own little Piper's Pit.
Yeah, you're right. Or learning time with Chris Jericho or whatever it was.
Yeah. But I like it.
Yeah, I thought it served its purpose. It was fun
Tails
for
up,
what it
buddy.
was. And then Powerhouse comes down with a championship and he just whoops the crap out of him. Like, that's what everyone wants to see. Thank you, Shane.
That's true.
All right, Canada Dry, you ready for the next match?
I'm ready.
This is the main event of your Dynamite. We have the Fatal 4-Way for the International Championship. We got Kenny Omega
Yes.
versus Claudio Castagnoli
Yes.
versus Brody King versus Mascara Dorada.
So we
And
got
let me
USA.
just say,
We got
Go
USA.
ahead.
We got Canada. We got Mexico.
US
Yeah, USA, Canada, Mexico.
and Switzerland.
Yes, it's Claudio. Yes.
Oh, pepperoni nipples.
Oh, pepperoni nipples.
Canada Dry, let's know.
Should I wax poetic?
If you want to wax poetic, then you wax poetic.
That puts a lot of pressure on me to have to wax. But yeah, this was a really good match. Like Brody King took I don't know what happened to his face that he started bleeding like that. And there was that part where what's his name? Dorado?
Mascara Dorado, yeah.
Mascara Dorado got thrown into in the corner. Kenny Omega. That looked like it hurt. Both of them.
Got to make your name on TV, guy.
Yeah. And like I love Brody King. Like he's a beast. But this match was top notch. This match again definitely got a hails up for me. What more can I say?
You know what? Not much, because if Joseph Graham was on here, he would say how much he loved this match for the controlled chaos.
Yes.
Man, Brody King got a really good color tonight. Good crimson mask. I like how you have Brody in there to counteract Claudio. So that way you have like those almost balancing forces. And then, of course, you got Omega and Mascara Dorada, who can both do anything in the world in terms of flippy wrestling. That's for you, Alex Haney. They can do anything. So the match itself was bound to be full of surprises and fun. And that's exactly what we got for this main event of our Dynamite. It was just a fun match all the way around. Mascara Dorada looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like they really let him shine. And I think it is because Grand Slam's coming in 2 weeks, so you want to put a shine on the people that are going to be involved. But in the end, the two big giants get taken out, and you're left with Mascara Dorada in the ring with Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega finds a way to pull out the one-winged angel, the most protected finisher in all of wrestling, and he retains his title. 1, 2, 3.
Bam, boom.
What a match. What a match.
And then you get the aftermath. Okada comes out and the confrontation.
Yes, and that's what's going to open up our collision, folks, is our confrontation with Kenny Omega, the AEW International Champion, and Kazuchika Okada, our Continental Champion. Rivals that have been rivals since they've been rivals since they've been rivals. Canada Dry.
Let's just spill the beans since people watched it. We're getting this match at All In. Like that's.
And who's been calling it?
I think we all have. I think it's.
Especially my teddy bear, Joseph Graham.
Yes.
Just want to throw
Like,
that
he's
out
been
there.
singing it, but like we're like, yeah, we know. It's obvious.
It is.
Yeah.
But man, Canada Dry. Talk about it.
I'm excited. Like title for title, takes the everything's on the line.
Winner take all.
So Kenny Omega is going to become the belt collector again. That's what I predict.
Yeah. That, you know what? We've been hearing in the dirt sheets for months that Tony Khan was possibly looking to merge the international and the continental championships. And man, if you're going to do that, what a friggin' match to do it with.
But I don't think it's going to be like one belt. I think he's going to have two.
No. I think they're going to combine it into one new belt that will be presented at All In with a brand new name.
Oh, I don't want that.
I do.
Okay. We'll see.
Well, I do, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people already say there's too much bloat within AEW with the titles and everything else. So if you can combine it and you still have like the Continental Classic going on, you still have the lineage of the belt, which is fine with me. And these two people, the AEW fans have never really witnessed the rivalry between Okada and Omega. And I think you have to have something of this size of stakes because that's how important of a match it is.
Now I'm picturing Tony Storm eating steaks again.
That's amazing. And Chad spits them out.
Yeah.
Too much meat.
All right, so should we get into the first match? The first thing of
well, first of all, before we got that, we got a nice video package for FTR and Atlantis Jr. and the Visario or whatever his name was. And then after that, we have a promo with Ricochet backstage saying that, you know what? I'm going to be watching matches here and there. I'm going to be scouting talent. Canada Dry, what do you have to think about this promo?
Yeah, I like the scouting the talent to form his you wonder who he's looking for. I imagine it can't be like someone too high up. Like if you got like a guy like AR Fox maybe, or I don't know.
Let's not spill the ending or spoil the ending, Canada Dry.
Yeah. Sorry. That's down the line.
Well, Canada Dry, let me present you with this. Now, last week, or Double or Nothing, one of the two, I talked about Ricochet possibly recruiting the Crew. Action Andretti and Leo Rush. And lo and behold, right after this promo, we're going to go into match number 5, Will Ospreay versus Leo Rush. Possible Ricochet partnership? That's what I wrote down. Canada Dry.
This match was really good. Like, say what you want about Leo Rush, but he's a great wrestler. Like, he can go with anyone.
Toe for toe.
Anyone. Like, he looks good in that ring. And, like, unfortunately, he's not big. Unfortunately, you want to smack him when he talks.
That means he's doing his job.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think this is really cool. You had a really good match, and then you had the Crew attack Will Ospreay after. Who comes out but Hangman, Adam Page, to save him.
Indeed. I thought the match was fun because, man, it really got... Oh, Halo's up. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it's fun when you get matches like Leo Rush versus Will Ospreay because it shows off Will Ospreay's athleticism and his speed when going against a smaller opponent like Leo Rush. I enjoyed the match all the way around. I thought it was fun. I was waiting for the Stormbreaker to come a little bit earlier, but they dragged it out a little bit. But that was good. It was a 4-hour long.
I like that he used the Styles Clash as his finisher.
Exactly, because he tried to hit it like very beginning in the match, and couldn't hit it. So it was good storytelling within the match. And then you have the shenanigans afterwards, where crew attacks, and then lo and behold, Hangman Adam Page comes out for the save. And you know what? Canada Dry, that's going to lead us into our next promo. Hangman Adam Page. He comes out and he says, listen, Will Ospreay says he's got my back. That means I've got his back. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, Jon Moxley is in the ring behind the Hangman, Adam Page, and slowly but surely, the Death Riders form a circle around the ring. Just for the Aussie superstar, Will Ospreay, to come out and make the save. Canada Dry.
Yeah, this segment was really cool. I think we're gonna skip the flower shop tonight because this is a really long thing. So
Sure.
we'll just once we get through it all, we'll just say goodnight. But this is a great promo. Like setting up, like I will never accept help from Swerve. Careful what you say. It's like the person who says, I will never be like my father. Guess what you'll become? You become just like your father. It's weird when that happens, right? Yeah. So he's almost speaking into existence by saying, I will never accept help. Swerve is going to be there to help you win that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love this whole thing. And the crowd's still chanting Swerve's name. And he's not there.
This promo was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great. The fact that Swerve wasn't there and they're still chanting his name, it just lends so much credence to this whole story that they're telling. And I'm really interested to see how it all is going to simmer out, especially with Ospreay coming out for the save. He's like, hey, we got my back, you got my back. And then Hangman's like, let me make it clear, though. I don't need anyone's help to win the AEW World Championship from Jon Moxley. I don't need Swerve's help. I don't need anyone else's help. And as soon as he said that, I knew within the bottomless pit of my soul that Swerve is going to be instrumental in Hangman either winning or losing the AEW World Title.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next thing. We have match number.
I thought that we wouldn't get as many people watching, but we have the same amount.
Well, you know what? People love it. They need their after Dynamite juice.
Yeah.
So now we have match number 6 coming up. We have Templario and Atlantis Jr. taking on FTR. Canada Dry.
Yeah, like they actually put on these, like they set this up on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
They had an attack and a good setup. These guys were actually a good tag team, but they're no match for FTR. And I feel like this is just some more. I love Big Stoke on the mic. Like, I love them as a heel team.
Mhm.
Like, you just love to hate them. And then afterwards, Dax is lying on the mat, like taunting a fan. Come on, let's go. Like, these guys have been watching some heel stuff. Like, they're good at it. But yeah, this is a good match. It's a halos up for me.
I'm gonna give it a halos up as well because it was just fun. I did make I did make a comment to my friend Tom during the match that Atlantis Jr. looks like he enjoys one too many burritos as compared to Templario. But the match was fun. FTR, you know what? They're good as baby faces, but man, they're so good as heels. I really enjoyed it. Big Stoke on the mic after the match. It's just perfection. And then, like you said, Canada Dry, on their way out, just laying on the mat, just on the ramp, just trying to goad the fans. Old school wrestling at its finest. Like, they get it.
Yeah.
They absolutely get it. And I just loved everything about it.
Yeah, they're like on MJF's school of heels.
Yes. Like old school level.
Yeah.
All right. After that, we get a nice video package for Tekla, showing us what we're going to get in just a little bit. Let's see. Yep, we got the. All right. So, match number 7 of this 4-hour spectacle is our trios match. We got the Don Callis family with Hechicero taking on Los Outsiders or Outriders and Bandito. Canada Dry.
Oh, I love the Outrunners in this. The Outrunners as with the mask, I think is great. And Bandito. But at the end, Kyle Fletcher is just on this meteoric rise. And no one can touch him right now. Like, he's just outside that top elite guys. He's almost there. Like, you beat the world champion of ROH. Like, maybe they should put that belt on him.
That's a good point.
Maybe they should make him the ROH champion. He beat him the ROH champion. It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Hails up.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Don Callis made it pretty sure during the match that, though, he's looking for that TNT title. So I'm waiting for there to be another encounter between Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole Bebe. But the match itself was so fun. I really enjoyed it. Back and forth all the way. You know, Takeshita is out there. I really am so impressed by him. He's just so fun to watch. Your Don Callis family, they pick up the win. But it was a good showing. It was a good showing all the way around. I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
All right. So now after that, we get a nice video replay of the ladies tag team street fight between Anna and Harley and Megasis and Penelope, which leads into a nice promo backstage with Penelope and Megan Bain. Canada Dry, any thoughts on this?
This is the one where they pick up Anna Jay and drag her out.
Yep.
And then we get Queen Aminata with the save.
No.
Oh no, this is Tay Conte with the save. I was thinking of the Tekla thing. Yeah, we get Tay Mello returns with paint on her face. Maybe this is born out of necessity because maybe Harley Cameron is really hurt.
Yeah.
Like, which is good because she can come back and be a bigger star.
Absolutely.
Like if they got to put Tay Mello with Anna Jay to keep Anna Jay relevant, you could easily make that a three-way Freebird rules, and have Anna have Harley Cameron pretty much be the leader and be like the biggest star of the three. But yeah, I thought that was badass the way they did that.
Yeah. I enjoyed it too, and bringing Anna Jay out, it just shows Omega says is like some big badass. But having, I think, from what I heard, the Harley Cameron injury was kayfabe, so she could have some time off. And if you're gonna do that, the best way is to bring back Ty Mello.
Yeah, okay. So it's not legit.
I don't think so. I've heard that Ty was on her way back and they were trying to find a way. And she came back and she had a lot of like the Brazilian colors on and everything else. So she's definitely coming back as a baby face. It makes sense that Sammy is kind of a baby face with Dustin Rhodes right now. But I think TJ is back. And I'm excited to see what that could entail, why Harley's out.
Do you know who else makes up for Mariah May signing with WWE? Is Megan Bayne.
Absolutely.
Like very similar to Mariah May, but more of a badass. Like just stronger.
Like proven badass too.
Yeah. So like when you're able to just keep pushing stars, like you can easily insert someone new and rise them up. Like if you build them up properly, like Megan Bayne is a believable like force.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Canada Dry, moving on in this show, we've got a backstage promo with Anthony Bowens and B.A. Billy Gunn, where the 5-tool player calls out Kyle Fletcher for next week. Canada Dry, what do you think?
I don't like this for Anthony Bowens. You know why? Because like he's not winning. But I don't know if you can have a good match. I guess it's a push, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that it could be a good match. I think that they could pair well together, but I don't.
What I don't like is he's had like 2 matches and 2 wins in like 2 months.
Yeah, unless he's been doing it on ROH, which we haven't seen. I think that they match well together, and I'm excited to see the match. But yeah, I think it's an obvious Kyle Fletcher win on that one.
Yeah.
All right. We are coming up on match number 8 of this evening. And man, it's a special match. We've got the Ring of Honor television title. We've got Sammy Guevara taking on Nick Wayne, the champion, versus Lee Johnson versus A.R. Fox.
And we got Ricochet on commentary.
Ricochet on commentary.
Doing some scouting.
Doing a little bit of scouting, perhaps? Who would he be scouting, though, Canada Dry?
AR Fox, maybe Lee, what's his name? So Lee Moriarty.
Johnson?
Yeah.
Lee Moriarty.
Not Lee Moriarty, is it?
No.
No, it's Lee Johnson. Damn Lees. There's a lot of Lees in the AEW.
I feel like maybe he used to be Lee Moriarty. I don't even know. But Canada Dry, what's your thoughts on the match?
I thought it was really good. Sammy looked good, but there was somebody I don't want in AEW anymore. It's like I think we're just stuck with him now.
He's under contract, folks.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't really want Jay Mello either, even though we give him the but yeah, like I really enjoyed this match, and it's good for the kid. Another title win. This guy's future world champion.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a fun match, and I think that Sammy Guevara is actually probably the strongest draw in this match. So it was fun to watch. There was a lot of good high flying action. I enjoyed the match. I'm going to give it a halos up for sure. And Nick Wayne retains based on his talent alone.
Sammy Guevara should have stayed in the Donhouse family.
Or with Chris Jericho or something.
Well, that was the worst thing when he left the Donhouse family to help Chris Jericho, and then it was just like
downhill from there.
Yeah. Now he's ROH. Like, sure, you're the ROH tag team champion, but those belts are pretty worthless right now.
A little bit less than worthless, actually.
Yeah, a little bit more than the ROH trios titles. But yeah. I'll give this match a hails up though. Nick Wayne. Yeah. Nick Wayne's good. He's a star.
Nick Wayne is the future of the company.
Yeah.
Hands down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to lead us into match number 9. We have the debut of the Toxic Spider, Thekla. And she's taking on an indie darling and Lady Frost. This match wins. It's pretty much a squish match, right? Canada Dry. And Thekla wins by her submission. And she looks absolutely dominant. Let's hear what you got to think.
I love Thekla. I didn't know who she was before, but I love her. Like, she has the look. She's got the star. Like, she looks like a rock star out there. Like, this reminded me, like, when WWF used to debut wrestlers after vignettes and stuff. And then they come out and they're like, and you're just like, like the movements and everything. And it kind of makes sense why they didn't renew Abaddon, because like this is the Abaddon that can wrestle.
Yeah, the evolution.
Yeah, this is the better than Abaddon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's so smooth in her movements, and yeah, it's like, I hate to say it, but like, good luck to Mariah May in WWE.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the holes are filled.
Absolutely. I mean, she just came out and she showed dominance. She looked smooth in the ring. Everything she did looked professional. And sometimes in the past, we've not always gotten that from AEW in the women's division. So I'm very excited since Mariah May has passed on to WWE. Good fortune to see you. I'm glad that we have someone like Tekla to kind of help fill the void because it's going to be a different type of opponent in the world title scene.
I don't
But
think
that will.
I don't think
Go
Lady
ahead.
Frost is gonna be holding any gold anytime soon.
You know what? Lady Frost is a great wrestler, and I'm glad she was in the match. And that leads us to our post-match shenanigans, where Queen Aminata comes out and makes a save, and then right after that, our commercial break, we go into a promo with Queen Aminata. Canada Dry, any thoughts?
Yeah, I just think good for Aminata getting a little bit of TV time here. We're gonna get Thekla's next victim. Like, sorry, you're getting a little bit of TV time, but you're gonna lose because Thekla is Thekla's a beast.
I agree 100%. This is just going to be fodder for the Tekla train as she goes forward to whatever ends they have in store for her. Now, Canada Dry, at this point in the show, we have the much awaited promise of the big announcement from Tony Khan. And that announcement is that at All in Texas in 38 days, we're going to see the international champion Kenny Omega take on the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, the Continental Champion, in a winner takes all match.
It's exciting. We talked about this though.
A little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for this match. Will they combine the belts? I don't know, but either way, it's this match is gonna be awesome.
If this doesn't buy you pay-per-view buys, I don't know what will.
Like this, I don't know if this is the headliner. This is not the headliner. This match has already got two big matches. You got Tony Storm and Monet. You got the world title, Hangman and Mox.
Yeah. But the international implications in this match and what people have wanted, especially if you're a fan of New Japan, to see this in AEW, it's going to be a big time deal.
So I
already know Tony Khan's going to make it a big deal.
We're getting a history lesson next week.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's going to be absolutely what happens.
So that's
all
exciting.
Right. Canada Dry. We have waited through 3 hours and 40 minutes worth of wrestling this evening.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our main event?
It's kind of talking about anticlimactic. It's the Paragon.
I can't agree with you more. We got the Don Callis family featuring Roppongi Vice taking on the Paragon.
Vice, RP Vice.
The Roppongi Vice, as far as I'm concerned, and taking on the Paragon and Daniel Garcia. Canada Dry.
Like, it was a good match, but I don't think it should have been the main event. Like, I guess because it might have been Collision. I don't know.
Exactly.
like you don't want to lose those dynamite hours of good matches, I guess. So
yep,
it doesn't look like a normal like super card where you put the best match at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of the show just kind of pitters out, like we're gonna do tonight.
Oh,
well, we're not doing the flower shop, so. But Halo's up to this one too, though. But it's just like it's the placement of it. It's like, but it's a collision match.
I agree. Halo's up. It was a collision match. It was a collision main event. You could obviously tell.
Yeah, if this is on a Saturday, you're not complaining.
Yeah. You're like, this is great for a Saturday night. But at the end of a 4-hour show that's free TV, you really can't complain.
No.
I mean, you got 4 hours of wrestling for free. I still, to this point, I have a hard time believing that Adam Cole gets any offense against Takeshita or Kyle Fletcher. It just seems so far-fetched at this point. And it's not like the Paragon was wowing us with their technical prowess and their teamwork. Kanajai, take it over. Let me know what's going on.
Yeah, like this was a good match. Like we had some fun stuff with Garcia dancing in front of Gallus at the end there. But yeah, like to me, it was a good setup. You know, like Garcia is also patting that belt
A lot.
Yeah.
And like I said, Don Callis said he wants that belt.
But I'm getting kind of tired. So if we can rate this show and sign off.
Yeah. Whatever you want, Podfather.
Podfather. So what do you give this show?
I'm gonna give this show a 4.4. For 4 hours, they kept me entertained, and I had a good time. So I'll give it that.
You know what? I like that score, and we don't have to do any math. 4.4. I like it.
4.4 it is.
That's our total score for tonight. 4.4. We're not going to do any of the other stuff. We had to get through this, and we did it in an hour and 17 minutes. But check out the links below. We got some shirts to sell at Pro Wrestling Tees /F and Wrestling. And of course, if you like old school wrestling, and I know you do, check out Pro Wrestling Tees
/Adrian Adonis.
Did you always want to do that?
Always.
Okay, let's see. Let's do it.
With Adrian Adonis.
Yes. And we got a shirt in the tank for him that's just outrageous.
So good.
Yeah. I got like 5 shirts I want to put out right now, but I'm like, I have to wait. We just came up with that. I'm an optimist, kind of an optimist shirt.
And the Red Flag Society.
Yeah, I haven't put that out
right
yet.
now.
I haven't put out the Red Flag Society yet.
Oh.
It's not available yet.
Coming soon.
Yeah, so. But that Red Flag Society shirt, like, you can wear that anywhere. And people are like, that's a cool shirt.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, like, check out our social media. Come join the AFW community on Facebook. We're 17K on there. There's a lot of people.
A lot of folks.
Yeah. But sometimes in life, you get knocked on your ass. Something happens. Someone passes away. Someone doesn't want to be your friend anymore. Just something. Sometimes it's just, you just can't. You just wake up and you don't feel good. You don't feel like stuff happens. You get down. And it's okay to be down, but you can't stay there. Despair is not a place you want to live. So I just want to say, you got to fight. It's so easy to say, like, depression is overtaking me. No, you cannot give up. Because if you reach out to your family, you reach out to your friends, your community, your church, reach out to us. We'll help pick you up, dust you off, and put one foot in front of the other. Raise your fist in the air and put the devil in a sharpshooter and just keep fighting. And now, this is the part of the show where I look for the outro. Oh, it's right there. Holy crap. The show's over. Holy crap, that went on forever.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh.